Cricket is my passion and I cannot avoid it. Assalamu alaikum, good evening, namaskar, sastriyakal to all the beautiful people of the world. You know, we've had numerous cricketers on our show, but this time I have a very, very special friend. He's a tearaway fast bowler. He was known for his stroke crushing Yorkers. And to be very honest, one of the most nicest and humblest players in the world. And mind you, he has a record not once, twice he has taken 5 wickets in a T20 format for just 6 runs. We have none other than the great and the only one, Umar Gul. Welcome to the show, Umar bhai.
थैंक यू सो मच अनीस भाई और सबसे पहले तो आपने जिस तरह इंट्रोडक्शन किया आप खुद भी बड़े अच्छे हैं इसलिए तो आपके साथ इतने अरसे से आपके साथ ताल्लुक है लाइक एल्डर ब्रदर की तरह आप हमारे बड़े भाई की तरह है, हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं दिल से चाहे आपके साथ बात इन टच में हो या ना हो लेकिन ऑलवेज रिस्पेक्ट फॉर यू
Thank you, Umar bhai. Thanks for the kind words. Now, tomorrow the big Asia Cup starts, where Afghanistan is taking on Sri Lanka, and you being the bowling coach, how prepared is your team for this big match?
To be honest, first of all, I really enjoyed with the guys when I got the opportunity to work with them, and then this is my third tour with them. Like before that, I did Zimbabwe tour, and recently we came from Ireland. So the guys, the good thing is the response from the bowlers. It's really nice, and they listen. And the thing is, they are very hard worker and. They want to play for their countries as every player wants to play for their country, so I think they are very if you see physically they are really strong, they are hard worker, so far I'm enjoying with them, and I try to pass on my experience.
There is no doubt about it that you are one of the legends of Pakistan cricket, and your experience will be very viable. But one important thing, the culture, what
Yeah.
Afghanistan has, is also an advantage for you being a Pathan. That background that definitely helps in the bonding between the players and you.
Yeah, definitely it's works a lot, Anis bhai. As you know, मैं भी पठान हूँ, वो भी पठान है. So the best thing is they listen me. Before that, they had some like foreigner coaches, and the one thing was missing the language barrier. So I think उनको भी फायदा हो रहा है क्योंकि I can speak with them in Pashto. Even they knows Urdu, but most of the time I'll try to speak with them in Pashto. So I know we have the similar culture, और आई थिंक इन इसका फ़ायदा हो रहा है दोनों साइड को. मुझे भी फ़ायदा हो रहा है, मेरे लिए भी ईजी है कि उनके साथ काम कर सकूँ, उनको समझा सकूँ. एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज़ दे आल्सो एंजॉयिंग विद मी because most of the players they played along with me in Peshawar once they were used to live in Peshawar. So most of the guys they knew me, and even I know them from like so many years before.
Absolutely right. That you know them well, it makes a difference. And
Yeah.
now, Afghanistan, we all know, have been known for their spinners. Whether we talk about Rashid, whether we talk of the skipper Nabi, we talk about Mujib. Tell us about the fast bowlers whom you're grooming.
I think the first task I was when I came and joined the team. So I spoke to the captain and their management at that time. They had the head coach Rais. I spoke with them that listen, आप देखो कि I know कि Afghanistan spinners they perform really well. Like in the past, they won so many matches for Afghanistan, like in the shape of Nabi, Mujib, Rashid. They got a lot of experience. They played every franchise cricket, and after that, I sat with them and spoke to them that listen. आप ये देखें कि आगे हमने कहाँ पे खेलना है. We are going to play Asia Cup, then we are going
World
for
Cup.
World Cup Australia. So from very first tour Zimbabwe tour से I think मैंने उनके साथ बैठा हूँ, और they used to play with the one pacer or two spinner in the past. लेकिन फर्स्ट टाइम जिम्बाब्वे टूर पे हमने क्या किया कि मैं उनके साथ बैठा हूँ और हमने जो ना जैनमन तीन पेसर के साथ गए, और फर्स्ट टाइम इस तरह हुआ कि दोनों एंड से हमारे किसी पेसर ने बॉल किए. बिफोर दैट they were using spinners, like from one end they used to bowl with the spin, and from another side they used to bowl with the pacer. लेकिन बड़े अच्छे रिजल्ट आए. जिम्बाब्वे टूर पे हमने हमारे जो पेसर थे उन्होंने परफॉर्म किया नए बॉल के साथ आउट के ऊपर से. जो एक टीम को ज़रूरत होती है कि यू गो एंड टेक सम विकेट विद द न्यू बॉल. तो वो टूर भी बड़ा अच्छा गया और पेसर ने बड़ा अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स दिया. और फिर आयरलैंड अभी हम खेल के आए, वहाँ पे भी पेसर ने बड़े अच्छी बॉल किया. ऑल दो हम फाइनल हार गए, लेकिन इट वाज लाइक ड्यू टू रेन डीएल मेथड पे. तो मेरे ख्याल से बड़ा अच्छा रिस्पांस मिल रहा है. और स्पिनर्स तो ऑब्वियसली वी गॉट सम गुड स्पिनर लाइक राशिद, मुजीब, नबी एंड द यंग गाय अनदर वन नूर अहमद. ही इज वेरी टैलेंटेड. और अगर पेसर की बात करें तो फजल, he is upcoming superstar for the Afghanistan. He is performing very well. फरीद ने बड़ा अच्छी बॉल की और एक यंग ऑलराउंडर है अजमत. तो he is like a big quick skitty, although he is not that much tall, but he is skitty and he has a good potential to become a good all-rounder.
Very true, and I'm happy to know about all this upcoming stars coming from Afghanistan. And like you said initially, you guys were always opening with spinners, but now you are also opening with the quicks. So that is definitely going to add a lot of strength and with
Yep.
your experience. Now, Umar Gul, you were famous for your Yorkers. You are known to bowl in the depth. So how this T20 is such a difficult and unpredictable format. What advice do you generally give to a fast bowler that if you get hit for runs, how do you keep your calm and don't lose it?
Anil, first of all, the first important thing is the self-confidence. How much you have confidence on yourself. Secondly, you have to be very sharp because as you said that it's like a quick format,
Unpredictable.
very quick format. तो इसमें you have to be very sharp. आपने बैट्समैन को बड़े जल्दी रीड करना है और बिफोर के बैट्समैन आपको हिट आउट करे आपने सेकंड विद इन सेकंड्स आपने अपने प्लान को चेंज करना है. तो द मेन थिंग इज टू वर्क ऑन देम, नॉट ओनली ऑन द स्किल्स, but the thing is they have the potential, they have the skills, but the main important thing is they don't have the like you can say the glamours, the experience of international cricket. So what I'm doing, skill पे तो मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन with the passage of time I'm also doing on their game awareness and mind setup. So I think mind setup बड़ा important है एक प्लेयर के लिए और game awareness. तो अभी ये यंगस्टर है, इनको बताना पड़ता है कि गेम अवेयरनेस किस तरह है. तो स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली मैं उनके साथ स्किल पे भी काम कर रहा हूँ. और जिस तरह मैंने कहा कि सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आपकी गेम अवेयरनेस कितनी अच्छी है और आपके माइंडसेट क्या क्या कहता है. तो माइंडसेट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट आल्सो.
You've hit the nail, Umar Gul. Like, game awareness is the most important thing in a game of T20, which is fast, furious, and 1 over of good batting or 1 over of good bowling can change the game. You've absolutely hit the nail. I want to ask you one important thing. Afghanistan's speciality. I would use the word speciality. Apart from the spinners, is going to be the short format game, because T20, where they can, not that they cannot compete in the 50 overs. They have done well in the 50 overs, but T20 probably would be Afghanistan's strength going into tomorrow's match.
I think I agree with you. Short format T20 suits them very well, and they played a lot T20 games because they did not get that chances in the past to play T20 or the longer version Test cricket. So I think they're known for the T20 cricket. और अगर आप देखें तो उनके जो टॉप ऑर्डर है, स्पेशली बैटिंग में अगर आप देखते हैं इन द शेप ऑफ गुरबाज, जजई हो गया, नजीब हो गया, Nabi himself. So I think they have a good reputation. They play all around the world franchise cricket. तो I think T20 के लिए बड़े suitable है और वो खुद भी इस चीज़ को बड़ा लाइक करते हैं. और फिर अगर आप मिडल ऑर्डर में आ जाए तो वी गॉट सम गुड ऑलराउंडर. नबी हो गया, नजीब हो गया, जिस तरह ऑलरेडी आई मेंशन, करीम जन्नत एंड अजमत. So later on, in the last, we got some good spinners. So yes, they enjoy the T20 cricket and they have the experience.
Like I want to talk about Najibullah Zadran. I was reading about him somewhere that he's developed himself into a very responsible batter.
Yeah.
Initially, he was supposed to be known to be a dasher, but now he reads the game well, and he done some good performance in the recent concluded series in Ireland. Who's a vice captain, Najib.
या ऑब्वियसली एक तो वाइस कैप्टन पे एडिशनल उस पर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आती है और द थिंग इज आई थिंक एट द मोमेंट वी हैव नजीब इन द मिडल ऑर्डर ही इज मोर रिस्पॉन्सिबल एंड ही परफॉर्म वेरी वेल रिसेंटली इन आयरलैंड इन जिम्बाब्वे टूर एंड उसने अपने एक रेपुटेशन बनाया हुआ है क्योंकि मैं बार बार इस चीज़ को कह रहा हूँ कि जितना प्लेयर्स क्रिकेट खेलता है उसको एक्सपीरियंस होता है उसको आपको जो ना अपॉर्चुनिटी यू नीड टू अपॉर्चुनिटी so I think he got a lot of opportunity he proven himself so I think once again बड़ी responsibility आती है Zadran पे he transformed himself very well from the past few years so yes key role है नजीब का टीम में
You're absolutely right. And let me now come to the president, the captain, Mohammad Nabi. So, is he like the president in the dressing room, or he's very cool and calm?
No, to be honest, he's like if you ask me, he is very gentleman and he is very friendly. Although he is a captain, he has the authority. But if you see him, as I said, he is very thoroughly gentleman and he wants to take his team along with him. सो या ऑब्वियसली कैप्टन के लिए होना भी चाहिए कि वो अपनी टीम को अपने टीममेट्स को साथ लेके चले तो आई थिंक वो क्वालिटी है नबी में
All right. And if I would be not right if I don't ask about the X factor in your team, the one and only Rashid Khan. Tell us about us to our fans about Rashid Khan.
Obviously, if you see that most of the spinners coming from Afghanistan just because of Rashid and Mujib, they are the key player and role model for the youngster in Afghanistan. So yes, once again, very good teammate, good friend of all the players, and he got a good reputation throughout the world. Recently, I think ऐसा कोई franchise नहीं है जो राशिद नहीं खेल रहा है and everybody wants him to play for his team. So obviously responsibility भी उस पे भी है और हमेशा एक जो सबसे important चीज़ है player वो तो अच्छा ही है लेकिन एक अच्छे प्लेयर के साथ आपको एक अच्छा टीममेट होना भी ज़रूरी है जो कि उसमें वो क्वालिटी है और एज आई सेड अर्ली के जो मेरा मकसद आना था अफगानिस्तान टीम को इस फास्ट बॉलिंग कोच ज्वाइन करना I spoke with him many times that look you have a role model in the shape of spinner Rashid and Mujib and Nabi so we are looking forward for to improve our cricket and your you need to match some more role model in the shape of fast bowlers so यही मेरा मकसद है कि अब फास्ट बॉलर में भी अच्छे रोल मॉडल आ जाए ताकि जो अफगानिस्तान क्रिकेट है वो मजीद बेहतर हो और ना कि सिर्फ वहाँ पे वहाँ के जो जूनियर्स के लिए है रोल मॉडल राशिद या नबी हो मैं चाहता हूँ कि कोई ऐसा अच्छा फास्ट बॉलर निकले कि उसको भी कोई रोल मॉडल मान सके और जो पीछे जो जूनियर बैठे हुए कि वो भी चाहे कि हम भी अफगानिस्तान के लिए अच्छे फास्ट बॉलर बने
So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the great Umar Gul has said two very important points. Rashid is not only a good spinner, but also a good teammate. And another important point, which is, I believe, the most important point of our chat show, is that people always look forward to the spinners as role models like Rashid Khan and the Mujib. But he wants to develop a culture of fast bowlers where Afghanistan is just not considered as a spinner's boss, but they can also rule with the fast bowlers. Great point, Umar. One important point, all the fans would like to know. Umar Gul has been a tear-away fast bowler, a guy who is to bowl quick, who has all the guiles to bowl the bowling. But how can Umar Gul be so quiet and calm? How does he not lose his temper? उमर गुल ऐसा क्या करते हैं मेडिटेशन करते हैं नमाज पढ़ते हैं व्हाट डज उमर गुल की ऐसी क्या खूबी है कि वो शांत रहते हैं
I think first of all, being a Muslim, ये तो हम पे फर्ज है. It's compulsory to pray 5 times और ये तो मुझे लाइक यू नो कि हमारे बचपन से हमें आदत होती है नमाज वगैरह की, लेकिन एज यू सेड दैट आई एम calm and cool inside. I'm at time I became angry,
Upset.
but as fast bowler you have to be very cool from here. Your mind should be very cool, then you can perform very well. अगर आप भी गुस्सा हो जाए और आप आपका पोजीशन भी ऊपर से आपको रिएक्ट करे, तो फिर आपकी परफॉर्मेंस पे ऑब्वियसली फर्क पड़ता है. लेकिन बाय द सेम टाइम एग्रेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अ फास्ट बॉलर, नॉट इन लाइक in the shape of you go in
Anger.
batsman. You can bowl good dot ball, as you said early in the beginning, that in T20 cricket, 1-2 overs can change the game. So I always try to keep myself calm and just focus on my performances.
Once again, Umar Gul has hit the nail that, he prays 5 times a day as Muslim, which is very important. But at the same time, it's not only about sledging, which makes a fast bowler good fast bowler. It's about how he reads the game and keep calm. If suppose one he gets hit for 20 runs or 25 runs, he makes sure that he comes back. Well said, Umar Gul. And I have to ask you this question, Umar Gul. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know Pakistan came very close to win the T20 World Cup in 2007. Unfortunately, it was not to be. They lost in the last over. But Umar Gul was instrumental in the final where he got the big wickets of MS Dhoni as well as he got of Yuvraj Singh, and I think he got one more wicket. He got picked up 3 wickets. Who was the third wicket? Gautam
Gautam.
Gambhir, who
Yeah.
was the highest scorer. But mind you, folks, he came back with the vengeance in the 2009 T20 World Cup where Pakistan went on to win. Umar Gul, you have to talk to us about that win, which was under Yunus Khan's captainship, and Umar Gul was one of the leading fast bowlers.
Anis bhai, obviously India Pakistan match is always like you can say कि बड़े pressure वाले game होते हैं. It is always very pressure matches on the both side, not only in Pakistan. If I say by the same time, India players like we off the field we are very good friend, and even though here in Asia Cup, during the Asia Cup we did some practice session together. So all the players they go and meet each other, hug each other, and they ask their families about their families. So I think off the field we are very good friends. But yeah, I'll come to the point. In 2007, it was, I think, for the first time T20 cricket was happened, and we did some mistakes in the final, which is caused us like it was a closed game, but it caused us that we couldn't win that match. But when we came to the 2009 World Cup, we were focused on our mistakes. That as good team, as good players, you always need
Learn.
to learn from your mistakes. तो ऑब्वियसली वो मिस्टेक्स हमारे माइंड में थे, और हमने उस पर काम किया कि जो पिछले वर्ल्ड कप में हमने जो मिस्टेक किए थे, तो उसको हमने रेक्टिफाई किया, उसको हमने बहुत उसको उस पर काम किया है. तो वंस अगेन एक एक ऑलवेज जब भी आप किसी बड़े इवेंट में जाते तो आपका एक गोल सेट होना चाहिए. तो यूनुस भाई ने गोल सेट किया था कि यहाँ से हमारा एक ही गोल है कि हमने लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप पे हमने जो गलती की, एक तो हमने उसको शॉर्टकट करना है, उसको ख़त्म करना है, एंड सेकेंडली द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट दैट after long time it was a good chance for us to win a World Cup, an ICC trophy, that in 1992 we won the 50 overs, but after that it was a long game, we couldn't win any major event. सो एक टारगेट था, एक गोल था, और जब आपके माइंड में एक गोल होता है, एक अचीवमेंट की तरफ आप जाते हो, तो आप छोटी छोटी गलती को भी आप दोबारा उसको रिपीट नहीं करते.
Well said, Umar. We have this much time only for the first show where Umar Gul's Afghanistan team is going to take on the dynamic Sri Lankans. It's going to be a cracker of a match, the beginning of the Asia Cup. So we wish Umar Gul and his team the very best for the first match against Sri Lanka.
Thank you, Anis Bhai. And yeah, we are looking forward. First game is always very important, and especially in a big tournament like ACC Asia Cup and like ICC. It sets your tone. When the first game, it is always very important to win the first game, and sets the tone for the rest of the tournament. So yeah, we are looking forward, and inshallah, we try to play our best cricket and win the first game. Although Sri Lanka, they got some good players, they have some experienced cricketers, but on the other side, as I said earlier, that in T20 cricket, it's short format, and on the day which team like play well, they win the games, and we have the bunch of players that they could win us game for us.
Absolutely right. That's all for today for this show. We'll come back to you when Pakistan and India clash, and we'll have once again Umar Gul, who is from Pakistan, to talk about that match.